Chinese medicine, practicing in San Diego, California. Today I am going to be doing a video that is mostly for patients in my practice, but I think a lot of people would benefit from this. A lot of my patients come in for a multitude of symptoms, anywhere from anxiety to back pain, neck pain, stress management, indigestion, fertility, the list goes on, and it's oftentimes not one thing or another. So one thing that I will teach my patients is this breathing technique. Some people call it belly breathing or diaphragmatic breathing, but the point is that this is a very relaxing style of breathing. And when you get into the default of breathing in this way, many health concerns will be benefited by this. Okay, so to start with, a little lesson in anatomy. Our lungs are protected by the rib cage. So everywhere you have ribs, from about here to here, your lungs are in this vicinity. Okay, and the lungs have these different areas called lobes. There's the upper lobe and the lower lobe. And a lot of times what happens in people's lives, they will be under stress and they'll only breathe into the upper lobes of their lungs, neglecting getting full oxygen down to the lower lobes. When that happens, it tells the brain to trigger a sympathetic nervous response, which is a stress response. Some people may have heard fight or flight. And when you breathe like this over and over all day, you are in a constant state of stress. And another thing that will happen is that when you are breathing this way, you are not using a major muscle in respiration, which is your diaphragm, which is about in this vicinity, and it attaches to the lumbar spine. When the diaphragm isn't working to move the lungs as well, we have to use accessory respiration muscles, which are smaller helper muscles, but they become the main muscles. So those muscles can be in the neck, in the upper chest, which can create a lot of tension and overuse in people over long-term periods of time. They will have all this long-standing tension in their necks. They'll get massage, chiropractic, acupuncture, take painkillers, heat, ice, the list goes on, stretching, but without changing the way they breathe, they're overworking these muscles constantly. Okay, so in just the few things I've discussed already, when you learn how to belly breathe and activate the parasympathetic nervous system more readily, you are going to be activating the diaphragm, which is attached to the lumbar spine. You're going to have mobilization through that low back. You're going to limit the overuse in these neck muscles. You're going to get full oxygenation, which is obviously good for the body and the circulatory system. And another thing is that when the diaphragm is moving, we have our internal organs here, especially the digestive organs. And the digestive organs work the best when we have good peristalsis, which is the moving through the digestive tract. And when you're doing breathing with your diaphragm, you're going to get a constant self-massage, not only with the lumbar spine, but through the internal organs. So we see a lot of times when people adopt this style of breathing, their digestion gets better. Where the sympathetic nervous system is called fight or flight, the parasympathetic nervous system is often called rest and digest. So you're going to get just a better level of calm. A lot of people with mindfulness practices, people that are working on anxiety and depression, they have already been prescribed this by other healthcare practitioners. Okay, so number one, if you can work on the way you breathe, you will be feeling a lot better. Also, people that have respiratory disorders. Personally, I had seasonal allergies as a child, and I would get exercise-induced asthma. And I was an avid soccer player and runner, and honestly, I did inhalers, I did breathing treatments, allergy medications. The thing that helped me the most was when I was in school and started practicing Tai Chi and Qigong and paying attention to the way I breathe. I don't have problems with my asthma anymore because I know how to regulate it. So I'm gonna take you through this, and you may have just heard a mommy my son has woken up. He might be joining us in the video, but I'm gonna go through this because this is not something just for adults, it's for kids as well. So I'm gonna take you through this breathing exercise. What I usually do is have you place a hand on your chest and a hand over your belly button. What you're gonna do is just take a normal deep breath. Now, one thing people will notice, I'm gonna turn to the side, is that when they take a deep breath, their hands will both move, or only their upper hand will move. And it may look like something like this. Now, what I want people to imagine is that there is a balloon under this hand, under your belly button. And when you take a deep breath in, you have to inflate that balloon with air, okay? So go ahead and take a deep breath in and inflate your balloon. Now, some people may have looked like this. Again, there's an overuse of these accessory respiration muscles. So I encourage you to try to have only this bottom hand moving for this exercise, okay? So again, it would look like this, breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. Now, a lot of people will like to breathe in through their nose and out through their mouth. It doesn't matter too much. I prefer to breathe in through my nose during this. I think if you breathe in and out of your mouth too much, you'll not only get dry mouth, but you'll more likely to get lightheaded, so please don't do that. But this is the first step, getting the hand placement and understanding which hands should be moving so you know you're activating the right areas of the body. Now, getting to the point where you're able to do this sitting and standing takes a lot more work. I tell my patients that it took me about a year of practicing this daily to get to a point where I could be able to do this, and probably 2 or 3 years where I breathe like this naturally without having to think about it, okay? So in the beginning, I think it's better if you practice in a laying down position. So again, with your hand on your chest and your hand on your belly, you'll take a deep breath in and inflate your balloon. Now, when you're starting and you don't feel like you're getting enough oxygen because you're not used to this, it can make you a little lightheaded. So it's also good to have a counting process. Now, some people do box breathing, which is counting to 4 on the inhalation, holding for 4, and then counting to 4 on the exhalation and holding for 4. One I usually start with patients is you will breathe into a count of 5, hold for a count of 1, and then breathe out to a count of 4, hold for a count of 1. So I'll go ahead and do that with you. So breathing in, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, holding, breathing out, 1, 2, 3, 4, holding. And I usually have my patients do 10 breaths like that. And then taking a break, because it's new, you're working new muscles, this is a new exercise, so taking a break and then coming back to it. So this is the breathing exercise that I usually have my patients go through. I have them practice this morning and night while they're in bed, when they wake up and when they go to sleep. This is also really good to do whenever you are feeling anxious, stressed, if you're in pain. Getting back to your breathing, you can practice this anytime, it's just breathing. If you have you can contact me. My phone number is 619-719-1768. You can go to my website, lindsaytrottier.com, LINDSAYTROTTIER.com. And please like this video, share with your friends, and subscribe to my channel. You can find me on social media, Facebook and Instagram at AcuLindsay, AcuLindsay. I'm on LinkedIn, and again, I'm here on YouTube. So enjoy this video, and I hope you have a great day. Thanks. Bye.